Alrighty, here she is. We gotta save her for last. It's Trish Stratus, everybody. So, you could definitely say I'm a huge. Well, let's just take a chill pill for a second, everybody. Let's don't jump the gun, is what everybody says nowadays. Let's just say, you know what? Hey, at least Trish Stratus did a good job in the women's division. I mean, come on. I mean, she fought Nikki James of all people, and yes, she fought Lita, which I'm kind of having mixed thoughts about that between, oh, I think she's cool versus, I don't know what she said with that whole she's a feminist t-shirt and all that stuff. So, again, we won't be discussing about that because that's a whole different discussion for a whole another day. Again, we're talking about Trish here. We're talking about the Trish Stratus. Better than anybody else. Well, I wouldn't say that, but she's still the greatest. I mean, she's a great, WWF legend of all time. So, of course, she's from Canada of all places. And then if you want to read her bio, it's right there on the box. If you want to, it's fine. It's all good. We already did Pat McAfee, The Rock, and John Cena. And now we're finally going to get on with Nicholas here. Good old Nicholas, who was helping out Braun Strowman at WrestleMania in New Orleans. 34. I almost said 43 for no apparent reason, but I would be surprised if WWE went back to WrestleMania in New Orleans. Because let's be completely honest, I would love to see a WrestleMania in Jacksonville. Please. Can we please get WrestleMania in Jacksonville, Florida? And I know what everyone's going to say, but Bryce, but AEW, man, you can't just let, WWE and AEW territory. Well, you know what? I mean, you have Orlando, so you have Orlando, you have your Jacksonville. We can come up with something. All we got to do is just be like, hey, you know what? Bring over your AEW guys to Jacksonville at WrestleMania, and let's make some magic together. Let's all put our differences aside and the goos where credit is due. So, enough talking. I'm not here to talk. I'm here to talk about this figure, yours truly. But without further ado, let's get on with Trish Stratus. Whoa, it's time to rock and roll, and this time she's here to show. If that makes any sense, then I do not know what I just said. But just go along with it. Just go along. Anyways, here she is in all of her glory. The lovable Trish Stratus. So this is her just rocking out the brown hair instead of her natural blonde hair, which maybe we'll get a release version of it. Who knows? Because I did saw a sneak peek of it on the old Instagram from Ringside Collectibles. I love following Ringside Collectibles, and I'm definitely going to be collecting their figures until the day I die. And that is a true good old fact from Bryce Pitts. Good old Bryce Pitts. Don't take it out of context now. Don't you dare. Don't do it. Don't do it. And then also, we got our good friend Nicholas build, and we're going to save him at the end. So I'm just going to put him right here and just pretend that he's cheering on Trish Stratus and then magical sparkleness and of all gloriness. Whatever I just said, just pretend I didn't say it, even though I just did. Alright, enough talk. Here's Trish. So, honestly, the true effects, I think they nailed it. Without no doubt. Here, just look at the face one more time, and don't tell me if that does not look like Trish Stratus. Which it does, by the way. So, can you twist her head around? I think you can. Just try to be a little bit slightly careful, as the usual, because we don't want this poor thing to be popping out of its whatnot here. So, as you can see, I just popped it off, but that's okay. It's not broken or anything, because you just drop it right back in. Bada bing, bada boom. How you doing? That's how we do it. That's a lot of do-dos, if you know what I'm saying. Whew. Somebody call a doctor for that one. Anyways, of course you have double jointed elbows, because, Trish is gonna drop an elbow on somebody if it's a Black Friday. If it's a Black Friday out, your boys, Walmart. That's right. I'm calling you out, Walmart, because we need some. Not riots. Come on, that's insane. Don't be stupid and going on riots at Walmart when it's a Friday Black sales event and all that jazz. Take it easy, man. Take it easy. And then of course you can move this right here. I know her hair is kind of covering up her arm here, but that's okay. Ready? Nice and still. I like it. And then, of course, the best part is about women's elite figures, you can finally bend their knees. Because on the older figures, you basically can't. Because you can only bend one joint instead of, well, two joints. Like so. And honestly, do I want to collect more Trish Stratus figures? I mean, absolutely. Why not? As long as she's with a good relationship with WWE, as long as she doesn't wrestle for any other companies, we all should be just fine. And then what's the next thing here? Oh, yes. Unfortunately, we can't get ankle pivots, so that's a huge L, unfortunately. And yes, we've been having the exact same good old-fashioned women's wrestling boots. Do they need an upgrade? Absolutely. Do we want ankle pivots? If you ask me, yours truly, the answer is yes. Yes, we do. Just gotta put that out there. Just being honest. Ankle pivots on action figures make the world go around. I guarantee it. No doubt about it. And then once again, why I love elite figures, because you can split their legs. Because, I'm kind of glad they figured it out for the basic figures, because back in the day you can't split their legs, unfortunately. Once again, long story. Because you know how Mattel is, sometimes they change and design different figures here. And also you can spin that around, you can also spin the legs I was just showing you just a minute ago. And then you can move your chest going up. And you can't move it down, unfortunately. It's alright, I guess. Maybe they'll figure that out once in the future, how to make it like, it's good that she can go back, but can she go down, if she's getting kicked in the stomach? You gotta keep it more accurate, is all I'm saying. And then finally, we gotta get to the interchangeable hands. So you just pop her hands off, and you take your classic Daniel Bryan pointer finger, and you can just make her do the yes chant, or, kind of controversial, but someone has to do it, get her to acknowledge the tribal chief. Oh my god, how could you? Why would you betray Cody Rhodes like that? How dare you? I'm kidding. She doesn't. She's probably a babyface. Actually, good question. Are you still a heel in the year 2024, or still a babyface in 2024? That will be a question that I'll have to answer her at WrestleCon of 2024. And yes, I'm not joking. I'm probably going to see our good friend Trish Stratus and be like, hey, I just made a video about you, and I'm giving your figure a solid 10 out of 10. And yes, I have previously reviewed a Trish Stratus figure in the past, which is the one in pink, basically. And yeah, her, the face wasn't accurate, but it's alright. Maybe they'll, make more remastered figures of her. It'll be just fine. Just bear with Mattel. They'll make more Trish Stratus figures better than before. Maybe they'll make her when she was Divas Champion or something, or maybe when she was teaming up with Lita and all that jazz and blah blah blah. It's all good. It's all good. Just be patient with Mattel. We'll get there. And then finally, we gotta move on with this little spoiled little brat right here. I'm kidding. He's not a spoiled little brat. He's a good kid. And by the way, he's rocking that phenomenal AJ Styles haircut. I never thought the day this would come. It just wouldn't it? So, you can take the WWE Raw Tag Team titles off. And hopefully we'll see some new Tag Team Champions at WrestleMania 40. So, I pray to God that we can split the titles up. Raw goes on Raw, and SmackDown goes on SmackDown. Okay. Thank you. Just move on. Alright. So, he's got his classic WrestleMania 34 t-shirt on, and it talks about the date, which happens on a good old Sunday of 2018. I watched this WrestleMania at a friend's house, and let's just say the ending didn't turn so well for John Cena. I can talk about that ending all day long if I had to, but not in this video, my friend. Oh, we don't worry about that. That'll be another video for a whole different time. Of course, you can make Nicholas run, because he's running away from Cesaro. He's like, oh my gosh, I'm so scared. Save me, Braun Strowman, save me. And then, Braun Strowman, come to the rescue, like he's Indiana Jones, going like, da-da-da-da-da-da, all that jazz. He can spin his legs around. He's got that Adidas strip on. That's kind of respectable. Alright, I absolutely respect that from a 7 to 8 year old, maybe, or 10-year-old. He's probably 10 years old, obviously. I ain't judging what your age is, but if you're too young, shame on you. If you're older, yes, please, because older people are more trustworthy. Younger people, not so much. No hate, though. No hate. Because I ain't getting in trouble. No thank you. I would rather be responsible, and the rest shall be history. And you can sort of move his arm 60 degrees, but you got to be careful with the sleeves. So, all that jazz, because you don't want that poor thing to rip. Can you move his head around? Yes. Will this head pop off on you? I hope not, because I was having a hard time putting this sucker in there, and my God, it was... Ooh, don't you play with me like that. And then this is what he looks like. He's got an extra shirt under there, because you don't want to make a kid shirtless. Are you kidding me? That's gross. That's nasty. That's just wrong, bruh. Come on. God, I'm acting such like a millennial. I'm not a Gen Z. I'm a millennial, alright? I was born to be with the cool kids, not the lamos that are called Gen Z. No hard feelings. But anyways, that's about it for WrestleMania 40 and the series and the Build-A-Figure of Nicholas here. Make sure you like and comment, subscribe, and all that jazz. And, share this video with friends and family and all that jazz if they love collecting wrestling figures or love watching, wrestling on the television screen and, looking them up on the social media and all that jazz, and tell them how much you're their favorite wrestler and stuff. I mean, we all have our favorites, and some not so much, which we don't talk about, but that'll have to be saved for another day, for another year or so, but who knows. But anyways, just thank you guys for watching this video. I personally appreciate it. You guys are wonderful. You guys are like the best viewers that I ever had, and without you guys, things would have been quite so different. So stay tuned for more action figures like these. I do WWE, AEW, I do Lego videos, I do stop motion and all that jazz. I'm still going to try to work on my wrestling series as a stop motion soon. Just bear with me. Just need some time and energy, and I'll get to it very, very soon. So once again, with all my heart, thank you to all you viewers like you. Thank you. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and if you want to see more, check out the playlist. Because I do have a playlist of every single video that I've ever made with action figures or Legos. Please go check them out. And until next time, I'm BrycePid01. I'm signing off. Peace out.